everybody, and welcome to today's art class. Today we are working from our pets packet, and it is art class number 4, the Poodle. Yay! I'm so excited for this one. So I have my pencil, my eraser, and then I also have my markers today. So let's get started. So I'm going to put my name down first. And now I'm going to start drawing. So step number 1 is drawing this cloud shape. This is going to be the top of the poodle's head. Okay, so I'm going to tilt that up just a little bit for you guys. So I'm going to start by drawing that shape right there. So there's that cloud shape. And I'm going to just quickly clean up this line to make it look a little bit nicer. There we go. Go ahead and erase and fix whatever you feel like you need to. There we go. Perfect. So step number 2 is we're going to draw this curved triangle shape, or kind of like a half. It almost looks like half of a moon or like half of a smile. So I'm going to start right here, and I'm going to curve this shape up, and then I'm going to curve it back into my cloud shape, and that's going to be my poodle's head. And I'm going to draw a circle for a nose. That circle right there, and I'm going to draw an eye, and that is step number 2 done. Good job. Step number 3 is drawing the top of the body. So we are going to draw another poof. Oop, I made mine just a smidge too big because you also need room for the body too. Okay, color in this eye. There we go. Okay, so I made my poof. Now I'm going to draw a line down, like backwards, and then down. This is my dog's back and bottom. Line across and down. Okay. Made those just slightly too long. And I'm going to fix this shape. I want to make it a little bit rounder. So I'm going to go like this. Okay. Now, so that was we had step number 3, we did that. We had step number 4, we just did that. Step number 5 is drawing the front leg. And I still think my poof is a little too big, so I'm going to go back and fix it. Remember, you can always go back and fix things. So I'm going to make it a little bit more poofy towards the front and a little bit shorter. There we go. And then I'm going to draw that front leg. So that's step number 5. Step number 6 is drawing the little ankle poofs. Oh, and the tail. They didn't show the tail. We should draw the tail too, so we'll draw that too. So let's do the tail first. We're going to do a line curved up and around. And then we're going to draw a little poof at the top, a cloud. Now we're going to draw those same clouds around our poodle's ankles. Both ankles. It's almost like drawing a flower too. You could think about it almost as drawing a flower. And then we're also going to draw little feet, and they just have little almost like side rainbow shape. We're not really drawing what a real dog's foot looks like. So step number 7 is drawing the ear and the flower in the poodle's hair. Now you don't have to put a flower in your poodle's hair if you don't want to. That's okay. So I am going to put my flower right here. So I'm going to start with the center of my flower, and then I'm going to do the petals around the center. And now I need to draw my ear, which is just an oval coming down from that flower. And then we're going to erase the part inside the oval because the poodle's ear wouldn't be see-through. There we go. So next it's drawing the background. Step number 8 is drawing the background. So I'm just going to draw my poodle. I'm just going to draw a background, and then I'm not going to put a sun or anything in the background. I'm just going to put maybe wallpaper, maybe striped wallpaper. And I actually want to add an extra leg. You don't have to do that if you don't want to. So I'm just going to bring the line down, make another poof, and then bring another foot out. So it looks like my poodle actually has 4 legs. So let's get coloring. Yay, time to start coloring. I am going to use, I don't have a real pink, but I do have this magenta color that I'm going to use, and I'm going to use like a light ballet pink. I'm going to use black for outlining purposes. I'm going to leave most of the poodle's, let's see, what am I going to do for the wallpaper? I'll do yellow for the wallpaper. And then the ground, I'm going to make turquoise. So this is going to be my color palette. That's just a fancy way of saying the colors I'm going to use together. So let's get started with our poodle first. So all the big poofs. Oh, I need a color for the flower too. I'll do red. I liked that. So let's do all the big poofs first. Or maybe I'll do yellow for the flower. I haven't decided yet. Okay, there we go. I'm going to do the ear the light pink color, so I'm just going to outline it. Just coloring. Take your time. Really do this well. There's a lot of detail in this one. This one might be a more challenging drawing an art project for you guys. But you know what? It's good practice to try things that are a little bit more tricky. So just take your time. Really think about things. I know a lot of you guys have pets out there, and a lot of you like animals. So if you have pets, or if you have friends or grandparents or neighbors that have pets, try maybe drawing their pet or your pet if you have pets. Or if you don't have any pets or know anybody with pets, maybe see if you could look up a picture of a pet and draw it. Try to draw that kind of dog, because there's lots of different kinds of dogs. Because this poodle that we're drawing today is very different from the pug that we drew in the last video. They look very different. So it'd be cool to try to draw different kinds of dogs. See if you can make it, what makes that dog look like that dog? What about it? Is it its nose? Is it its ears? What about its shape? So that's always something to think about, and it might be a fun challenge. Okay, and you can see I made a little oops in the ear, and that's okay. It happens. So now I'm going to color in, and these I can't really outline because they're pretty small. These little fur poofs down here. Okay. So next I'm going to do the body color for my poodle, which is going to be this peach color. And you don't have to make your poodle pink. You can make your poodle any color you want. Poodles aren't actually naturally pink like this. It's just kind of a cute thing. Don't feel like you have to. Get creative with what your poodle looks like. Maybe it's an outer space poodle. Maybe it's a disco poodle. Maybe it's a chef poodle. What could you make it look like? Get so creative, you guys. There's so many things you could do. Okay. Got its back all colored in. Let's do this little leg, this little paw. Almost there. Make sure you get all the white spots colored in. There we go. There's my poodle. Now I'm going to do the flower next. I'm going to do the flower, my yellow color that I'm going to do for the wallpaper. I'm not going to do it red. I'm going to do it yellow. I'm actually going to put back the blue. I'm going to do the floor red. Let's color in the background first. So I'm going to do, before I do the floor and the outlining, I'm going to do the outlining last. So I'm going to do my background, which I'm going to do alternating colors of yellow. Alternating just means every other, or like in a pattern. And see how that black really smudged into my marker? That happens. Just be careful about it. Or be aware of it, I guess. Know that happens, and it's okay. So done with the light yellow. Now I'm going to do the darker yellow. Kind of golden color. There you go. Let's do this last one. There you go. So there's your background with the alternating yellow colors. Now let's do the ground, whatever color you want to make the ground. Like I said, I'm going to make mine red. But go ahead and do any color you want. Or maybe you don't want to color the ground, and that's an okay option too. I always like black backgrounds, but that takes a lot of ink. So I wouldn't recommend coloring the background black, but I always think it looks nice. So a lot of times I have you guys cut out your artwork and put it on black paper. It's because a lot of times it really makes your artwork the focus of what people's eyes are looking at. Okay. There we go. There we go. Almost done, guys, and then after this we'll just outline and we'll call it finished. It'd be fun to draw a Dalmatian too with all those spots. That would be a fun challenge as well. Okay. There we go. Now let's outline. So I'm going to start off with the flower because that's so little. I want to be very, very careful. If you don't think you can outline it because it's too little, don't worry about it. You don't have to. Okay, now I'm going to do the ear. Go very slow because this is what people are going to see. They're not going to see your pencil lines. They're going to see this black line. So you want to go very slowly, very carefully. So now I'm going to color in my poodle's eye that I made, leaving that white highlight spot that I wanted. Outline my poodle's face. Gonna color in my poodle's nose black. And give my poodle a little eyebrow. Some eyelashes. Okay. Outline. Now here's a fun trick to add texture. You could add a few bumps inside your poodle to kind of look, or like 1 or 2 bumps to kind of make it look like it's poofy, like it has texture. You could almost see the curls of fur. There you go. You don't have to do it. It's just an option. Something you might want to try. Okay. There we go. That paw. This paw. Okay, so I've outlined my poodle and now I'm just going to do my background real quick. Oh, I forgot my poodle's tail. That happens. All you have to do is go back and outline it. There we go. Now if you want to get really fancy, we could add some texture to the floor with a darker red real quick. Just taking my marker and rubbing it back and forth once or twice to make a texture on the floor. You want to use a color that's very similar to the floor color so it doesn't stand out too much. It's just a little bit interesting to look at. But it's a lot of space that's this color, so you want to make it interesting at least. There we go. Okay, friends, well, thank you for joining me today drawing this poodle. I had so much fun, and I can't wait to draw with you again next time. So until then, bye, guys.